Okay, so now we're going to look at claps, how to synthesize a clap within Serum. If you just watched the previous video, I'm literally recording this next one right away. We've just made this kick drum inside of Serum, and now I'm just going to add a clap because we have this kick and bass line going. Cool. So let's quickly have a look at this clap. So essentially, let's hear it. These claps, a lot of them just come from white noise being cut in volume. You can see that there's a transient here, 2, 3, and 4. So volume, cut, and again. Yeah, essentially white noise. And that's very easy to do within Serum. So we have just an initial patch of Serum. Okay, but we're not going to be using oscillator A, we're going to be using the noise oscillator. Sounding very musical. Cool, so our first thing that we're going to do is grab our LFO1, assign it to the level. Let me just turn off that other clap. Cool, so we want this to be quite fast and on envelope mode. Yeah, something like that. So let me grab LFO tool again, just so we can see what's happening. Okay, so we can see our noise being illustrated over there. So we want to try and recreate those transients that we saw in our clap example. So we're just going to draw them in here in Serum. Something like that. Just make these a bit shorter. And make sure to turn off oscillator A. Getting there. So let's change our noise example. Getting there. Okay, so it's starting to take shape. Let's go into our... Can we do anything with the envelope? Okay, so obviously we can add distortion. And let's use a bit of EQ to cut out those lows. And yeah, this is where you can really get experimental. You can change up the sound of the noise. You can make your own pattern here. But yeah, this is sort of the gist of it. See, even that makes a big difference. This node over here. There we go. Throw in a bit of reverb as well. And what I would do in this situation is I would duplicate it, freeze and flatten. So then we have the actual audio of what we've made. You know, you might want to add more distortion. And you can see it kind of, in some way, if I just boost the sound, the volume here, it kind of has the same shape as our sample here, where we have the transients, the very short transients, and then, you know, the body of the clap at the end. So just comparing the two, the one I've made is a bit bright. Let's go back and have a look to see what we can change. Let's see if we can actually find a different sample. So my clap's sounding a bit bright in my opinion, so I want to try get a bit more out of the mids. Yeah, and then yeah, it's all about taste at that point essentially. But yeah, really fun exercise. It's cool to sort of break down the meat and potatoes of what makes music and what makes you know, the different elements that essentially come together to make a song. Cool. If you like the video, let me know, and I'll catch you in the next one.